they were the old days of the bullock wagons, and they just cut a line with axes. They knocked the timber down with the bullock teams, knocked it down, and they came along with their axes and just cleared it and did it. Manual hard work, that's how they did it. And they call them cut lines, and they're still there, and a lot of the cut lines are still there. Some of them are still used as roads, others of them are just about gone. But that one out to Eromanga, from Charleville to Eromanga, 6 months round trip. And out and back, take out rations on the way out and bring wool back on the way in, back to Charleville.
It was 7 hours from here to Charleville. It was Yarravale was dinner. It took your dinner with it, you know, and you pulled up on the Yarravale Creek there and boiled your billy there. And had dinner and then poked on into Charleville. It was 3 days. If you went in, had to go in there, it was a day in there and a day out.
If we came in for the polo or the races, we'd stay the night at the hotel because we'd have to drive all this way over dirt roads, through all these gates. It seemed to take a long time to get into town, and you didn't want to be driving home through all that in the middle of the night, so we'd stay the night. But now you just drive in and out in no time.
If somebody was ahead of you, you'd pull up and have a couple of stubbies, a couple of big bottles of beer while the dust settled, you know. Nothing worse, you'd be flying along the road, and whether it was even the Charleville Road, when you knew how far the bitumen went, you know, and all the Sunburger area, by the geez, you'd tow it, you know, and there'd be a race to that bloody dirt. You got on the dirt first way you went, and if you were behind him, well, you just pulled up.
There was no roads in this part of the world. Donkey tracks. Little vehicles would go as fast as big vehicles, so there was no big vehicles. There was a gully every 50 yards and 100 yards. You sort of never ever got going. So you could pull a railway wagon and a half with a small truck. The big trucks couldn't go any faster. But I don't know, early in the 60s they started to put the bitumen down, and then we had bull dust. But through all that period before then, the drover had the job, you see. The drover bring in mobs of bullocks up to, you know, probably even 1,000 bullocks, but mostly around 600, 700 bullocks. From the Northern Territory and Camberwell, they were bringing store cattle into the Channel Country to be fattened. They had a year to bring them down and to sort of settle them down, and then another year to fatten them. Then they walked into Quilpie. Well, we'd already taken the fat job from the drover. We'd already stole that. So all these cattle are coming in, and I wrote a big letter in the middle of the night and offered to cart their cattle from up there, and then when I got to this end, load fats and bring them here to the train. And that was the finish of the drover.